1990, the Oakland A's were really the powerhouse of Major League Baseball. They'd been to the 1988 World Series. They had won the 89 World Series against the Giants, and they were back again in 1990 to face the upstart Cincinnati Reds. Everybody predicted that the Oakland A's were going to steamroll the Cincinnati Reds that year, but somebody forgot to tell Barry Larkin and his teammates. He hit .353 in that World Series, and those Cincinnati Reds swept the Oakland A's to win the World Championship. And he did so with his hometown team. That was without a doubt the crowning achievement of Barry's professional career, but tonight we're here to celebrate what he achieved in our state when he was lacing up his spikes as a member of the Michigan Wolverines. And of course, the man who tried to convince him to play football, Coach Lloyd Carr.
Barry, it is great to have you here. Let me piece together this story a little bit more that Coach Carr started to tell us. So you come to play football, you decide to play baseball. My research says you first asked your mom to tell Bo Schembechler that you were going to play baseball. She said, no, that's up to you. So take me back to that moment where you had to go to Bo Schembechler and say, Coach, I'm sticking to baseball.
Well, this was going to be part of my 3-minute speech, but we'll get it out of the way now. Bo came down to recruit my brother the year before me. I had a brother that was my senior. And my brother ended up going to Notre Dame with our high school coach, Jerry Faust. So Bo told my mother, okay, I'll be back next year, and next year I'm going to get that one right there pointing at me. Okay, fine. So I went to the University of Michigan on a football scholarship, and Bo came to me my freshman year and tells me, I'm going to redshirt you. You know, we have this returning fifth-year senior. We thought he was going to be gone. He's coming back. I don't want to split time, so I'm going to redshirt you and just let you play baseball. So it was the first time in my career that I just played baseball, and we did very well. Well, at the end of that season, I decided, okay, I'm going to just play baseball and pursue this. And I had to go tell Bo that I was just going to play baseball. That meeting didn't go too well. He reminded me that Larkin, this is the University of Michigan, no one comes to the University of Michigan to play baseball. And he didn't just say it like that. You know, Bo was very convincing in his way. So, so I called my mom because he told me, now go back to your dorm and come back tomorrow and let's talk about this again when you have come to your senses. And before I came back the next day, I asked my mom if she would call him and talk to him. No, she said, you have to handle your business, so I did. I thought that was the end of it. We're out there taking ground balls. Kenny Hayward can attest to this. We're out there taking ground balls in spring baseball practice, 40 degrees, misty rain. And this guy in this parka comes walking down inside the stadium, stops on the third base line, and he says, Larkin, you sissy, come hit a man that can hit you back instead of that baseball. It was Bo Schembechler.
I think you knew the right move to make because your career has you in the Baseball Hall of Fame as well, and you got to do it for your hometown Cincinnati Reds. What did that mean to you? And you spent your entire career there as well.
Yeah, playing in Cincinnati, it's much like one of the reasons why I came up here to Michigan. Some of the same core values, some of the things that were really stressed in my household were some of the things that were extended when I came up here. Just playing in Cincinnati, being from the area, being from the Midwest, I think there's something about people from the Midwest, something about the values, something about what's important to the people from the Midwest. And that's what I felt in Cincinnati, and that's one of the reasons why I came up here. I had opportunities to go to different places, but, you know, one thing I wanted to play for the Wolverines. The other thing, it was just the people surrounding the program, the people around the University of Michigan. I can't say enough about it. Playing in Cincinnati was very comfortable. My mom and dad were there still, so looking up in the stands and seeing my father there every single day, that's one of the reasons why I stayed.
You were a Hall of Famer before tonight. You're a Michigan Sports Hall of Famer as of this evening. Congratulations. I did not mean to steal your thunder. You still have 3 minutes.
All right, thank you. You know, first of all, I'd like to thank the committee, Hall of Fame committee, everybody who's put on this this event. I got inducted into the Baseball Hall of Fame in 2012, the National Baseball Hall of Fame 2012, and I took 34 minutes to deliver my speech. Now, I was sitting there, and behind me, Ricky Henderson, Tony Perez, Johnny Bench. As I'm going on minute like 20 to 25, I start hearing the rumblings behind me. They're like, all right, Larkin, long enough. Of course, it's 100 degrees out. And then I start going into my Spanish piece, and guys are starting to yell at me at 30 minutes, 34 minutes, 32 minutes on, every 15 seconds I heard 32 minutes, 15 seconds. 32 minutes, 30 seconds. So I'm sitting here like under pressure, and I had a lot of people to thank. And it's the same here. I can thank, obviously, some of my teammates for being here tonight. Ken Hayward, thank you for coming. John Falk was here earlier from the Michigan football program. Of course, Lloyd Carr. But I tell you, the sole reason why I came up to the University of Michigan and the reason I'm here is because of Bo Schembechler. Bo was so instrumental in everything that I did as a person. I talked about the core values that were stressed in Cincinnati. Well, my mom said after I met with Bo Schembechler, actually after Bo Schembechler came down and tried to recruit my brother, she said, I'd be very comfortable with you if you were to go up to the University of Michigan. And I asked her why. She said, because that guy right there talks about some of the things that we want you to be, how we want you to be as a young man. And that's what it's all about. Coaches are incredibly important. Young players, young athletes are very impressionable, and there's a huge responsibility for coaches to take these young men and mold these young men. And I'm just so grateful to be exposed or to have been exposed to such great, great people at the University of Michigan. I can't say enough. I am so proud to wear the Block M. Everywhere I go, Michigan fans are all around the world, and I'm literally saying all around the world. I was in Brazil just 3 weeks, the last 3 weeks before I came here. I was in the country of Brazil, and someone came up to me and said, "Go Blue." So once again, I want to thank you. There's a lot of events that I think athletes get a chance to, and I'm going to go over the 3 minutes, so just hang with them, committee. There's a lot of opportunities for athletes to give back. And, I know as an athlete, everyone's looking for validation. And when we're playing the sport and we're competing, that validation is wins and losses. Well, what happens after you're done competing? It's about the legacy that you leave. And when you get inducted into a Hall of Fame, I think there's a common thread amongst all the inductees, and that's how they played the game, the responsibility that comes along with participating in sports. So thank you for that observance. Thank you for the validation, and thank you very much.